Morning everyone, morning from Moscow, Russia. This will be one of my first videos, and I've decided, actually, because I'm from Russia, I should record it in Russia really. I'm going to kind of share with you what I'm doing in Russia, how's my day looks like. For those who don't know me, my name is Doran. I'm a dietitian and nutritionist. I'm currently working, I'm currently on holidays, but I'm working as a dietitian in the NHS hospital in the UK. And I'm originally from Russia, Moscow. This is my hometown, and I came here for winter holidays. I managed to get all 2 weeks, which is wonderful. And today is my day 1. Basically, full of exciting things like going to the dentist. And I was kind of thinking, what should I start recording my blog about? And I know I'm a dietitian, so of course I will be talking about food, especially Russian food. But I also noticed a few things today as I was traveling on the Russian underground, which we call metro. Basically, the prices. The prices have increased a lot. Last time I was in Moscow was a year ago. So we talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about food, of course, because I'm a dietitian and I love food and talking what to eat, what not to eat. To be honest, it's all about balance. And we're also going to talk about accessibility of different facilities, because I've noticed basically in Moscow, it's extremely developed town. I would say even more developed than London, and I know what I'm talking about because I'm living in England. Basically, just to give you an example, while I'm working for my lunch break, I wanted to order some cosmetics. So I found this brand. As you all know, I'm quite enthusiastic about skincare and different cosmetics. And I found this Russian production, this woman who basically produces her own cosmetic brand and with a really good ingredients. She's also a pharmacist, cosmetologist, so she basically got all the degrees that needed. And I thought, I want to try her brand, and as I'm in Moscow, I want to order it and get it. And I have checked where they are, and I found out they're basically closing today, and next time they open in 2 weeks time, which is when I'm already back in England, so I can only get it today. I got in touch with them on Telegram, which is like it's like version of WhatsApp but Russian type, because at the moment WhatsApp doesn't work. That's another story. And basically they immediately responded to me and they said, yes, I can order today and I can pick it up today, and this is the last day. So I'm basically in city center, and I've checked the office is not that far, so I can easily order it. However, there is a new way I can do it. I mean, for me, it's really new, and I'm so shocked by how good this service is. Basically, I can order like a delivery person to go today, pick it up, and bring it to me. Basically, this distance to this office, it's like half an hour by transport, metro and walking. But if I pay £5, that's what I transfer from rubles to pounds. If I pay 5 quid, they'll basically pick it up for me and deliver to my address where I'll indicate it. And I can just walk and let's say, deliver me next to this shop, and they will basically bring it over. But of course, I don't know what the time, but it should be the same day. And they'll get in touch with me, telling me when they will be around. Isn't this crazy? Like, I don't have to actually travel. I can literally get it on a day. However, because I'm moving around today, I've decided, I'm going to do my steps as I'm a healthy dietitian. And I'll go and get it myself. I'll go there and then I'll go to my doctor. I've got appointment today for going to the doctor as well, which I literally booked a few weeks before coming here online. Didn't even have to do anything, just booked online and gonna go privately, which is quite quick. Yeah, so that's how much more advanced the services are in Russia. You can also order food on a day. You can also order food from supermarket to be delivered to your own flat, even at 10 p.m. at night. That's just crazy. I haven't tried this, but I did try once a year ago actually to order myself some breakfast. So literally woke up in the morning, 8 a.m., went on a up, ordered, and my delivery of food, there was some even pre-cooked food for my breakfast, like pancakes and stuff, literally arrived in like 30-40 minutes to my address. Literally delivery to my flat. Yeah, so that's how good the services are, just to give you an idea. And now I'm gonna go for my food. So unlike UK, I would say Russian food of course is different, but there are possible good restaurants you can get quite cheap. I mean, I wouldn't say cheap, the prices have increased and we'll check it out, but you can get quite good food. Basically it's like canteens. So in Russia we do love canteens. We have them everywhere, and we even have this chain that's called Bratya Karavayev, which is Brothers Karavayev, and basically they're just based around Moscow. There are like 50 spots, and you could just go there and you can pick up like main, chicken, fish, then your grains, your potatoes, just a very basic homemade food, which is actually tastes really good. Oh, by the way, I'm walking this park and you can see it's all decorated with 2026 sign behind me. So I'm gonna go not to the same one, but a similar one because it's closer to me, which is called brusnika, which is a type of berry, but it's also a chain, and you could just go in, get your food immediately, eat it, and go wherever you need to go. So I've decided I'm gonna choose that because I hate McDonald's. There is McDonald's, which is a Russian type now, but this food is really good, homemade food, and it usually costs not that expensive as in the restaurant, and you just can get it and get on with your day. So that's what we're gonna do. I am just about to cross the street, and that's a place. I've got my food, and just look at this. Basically, I've got this chicken Kiev, which is like chicken with like butter and garlic inside and things. I really like it. It's not the very healthiest option, but it's really, really nice. And then I've got roast potatoes, and I couldn't resist and get myself this beetroot pumpkin salad with some oil, pumpkin seeds, and rocket. And it's actually a really healthy meal because we've got here our carbs, protein, and here we've got our fiber, a whole salad of fiber. And the most interesting here, I think, is the price. Look at this. This whole meal cost me £6. That's how it is. Perfectly healthy. And the salad cost me £2.50. Potatoes were like £1 something, and the chicken Kiev was like £3. So yeah, I think it's perfect. I literally paid like £6-7 for my whole meal. Finished my lunch, and to be honest, I couldn't finish everything. It was so much food, but I did eat the main things, which is the protein. By what I mean the chicken. And I was actually thinking, probably many of you don't know what is traditional Russian food is. So basically, I would say, let's even talk about traditional lunch in Russia. When I was a kid, at school, not as much at school, probably at kindergarten, and then yes, you do get it at school, but also when you work, you often go to these canteens. And what is the most traditional kind of food Russian people get? So actually the meal, the lunch, I know in the UK it's mostly sandwich, pack of crisps, and fruit, or and like a drink as well. But in Russia we have a specific set of meals. So it's a few. Let's get ready. So you would always get a drink which is made from boiled berries. I forgot what kind of berries it is, but it could be all sorts of berries that's available, like apricot. Could be also like fruits like apricot. We call it compote. Apricot drink, which is boiled apricots with sugar and stuff. Usually quite diluted, so it's not very strong. It's very nice and pleasant. Then you start with a soup, usually like a small portion. The most traditional Russian soup is borscht, which is made with beetroot. We love beetroot. A really good source of iron, actually. And vitamin C. So if you have anemia or low iron levels, I would definitely recommend eating more beetroot. And in the UK, it's actually quite cheap to buy it. A small portion of soup. It's either this borscht. I'll put a picture here how it looks. Different sorts of vegetables. As I said, includes beetroot, potatoes, beef usually, and cabbage. The most important, we love cabbage in Russia. And then, another tradition is like a chicken soup with like some pasta. Quite nice and easy. And then you get a salad. The salad is usually very basic, like cucumbers, tomatoes, and some greens, lettuce and things, or just like cucumbers, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, or smetana, which is like a sour cream. So you get that, usually like small portion of soup, small portion of salad, and then you get your main, which is always some kind of protein, like I had chicken Kiev and potatoes. It's a very typical kind of main dish. So yeah, and by the end of this 3-course meal, you should be done. You could go for dessert, but there is no such kind of traditional dessert. So yeah, that's very typical. And I did see some people next to me having a soup and a main. I would say it's quite too much for me. So I do like soups in winter for sure. I actually just had a soup yesterday, but today I decided to go for the salad and main dish. Let me know in the comments what surprised you about Russian food and the price. And now I'm actually on my way to metro, because I know I need to go and get this cosmetics, and then I'm going to a doctor. So I'll show you how Russian metro looks like, which I just absolutely love it. As you know, we even have excursions in Russian metro. Lots of tourists come in, and even the new metro is expanding, and the new stations have some kind of topics. So as an example, recent metro that I've seen online, it's like a library metro basically. You could like scan author and a book, and you could access it for free and literally just read it while you on a metro or somewhere else. And I think it's perfect because it encourages people to read more books, especially classic books. And as we know, Russian authors are very famous. That's one of the main kind of parks in Moscow. And actually here is a very interesting representation of different doctors. So this thing often changes. The last one was actually about kids, I remember, a year ago. Now it's actually about doctors. You can see pictures of different doctors in the masks. Basically, from what I understand, it's actually about children's hospital, and the doctors kind of is saying how long they've been working in there and what they've done, their names, and kind of citations why they love working for why they like working in hospital for kids, which is kind of inspiring. I must say it's always kind of inspiring things around here. And here we come. Russian metro is just in front of me. I don't know if you can see sign M. It's in red. That's how you recognize it. And we've got a tram. This is Griboyedov, which is one of the famous Russian writers as well.